Letter 55. Why some people cannot love you the way you need. Dear Ada, one of the hardest truths you will face in love is this. Some people simply cannot love you in the way you need to be loved. Not because you are unworthy, not because you are broken, not because you are too much, but because they are limited in ways you cannot fix, rescue, or compensate for. Understanding this truth will save you years of heartbreak. Let me show you the reasons. The real ones. 1. Some people cannot love you well because they do not know themselves well. You cannot offer what you have not cultivated. A person who avoids their own emotions will avoid yours. A person who lies to themselves will eventually lie to you. A person who cannot sit with their own discomfort cannot sit with yours. A person who has not explored their inner world cannot meet you in yours. Self-awareness is the entry fee for deep love. Without it, connection remains shallow. 2. Some people cannot love you well because they are fighting battles you cannot see. Trauma, guilt, shame, fear, abandonment, insecurity, these forces shape behavior long before love enters the picture. The person might care deeply about you and still be unable to show up. They may want closeness and still sabotage it. They may want intimacy and still retreat when things get too real. Their wound becomes the ceiling of the relationship. You cannot love someone past their unhealed places. Only they can do that. 3. Some people cannot love you well because your needs and their capacities do not match. Some people love through action. Some through words. Some through presence. Some through independence. Some through passion. Some through steadiness. But when your ways of loving don't align, no amount of effort or longing can fuse them. You may need reassurance. They may offer distance. You may need depth. They may offer surface. You may need consistency. They may offer intensity. Mismatch is not failure. It is simply truth. 4. Some people cannot love you well because they fear the very thing you seek. You might seek intimacy, but they fear being known. You might seek honesty, but they fear conflict. You might seek commitment, but they fear enclosure. You might seek vulnerability, but they fear exposure. Your desire touches their terror, and they retreat, not from you, but from themselves. 5. Some people cannot love you well because they have not yet grown into the person they are trying to be. This is the most painful version. They have the potential, they have the desire, they have the awareness, they even have flashes of what love could look like. But potential is not practice, desire is not discipline, insight is not integration. They love you in theory, but cannot love you in reality. And here's the truth that will free you, Ada. It is not your job to turn someone into the person capable of loving you. You are not their therapist. You are not their savior. You are not their motivation to finally grow. You are not their emotional scaffolding. You are not their reason to heal. If love requires you to carry the relationship on your back, it is not love, it is labor. Your role is simple: to offer love with openness, to receive love with discernment, and to walk away when the love offered cannot sustain your heart. The people who can love you the way you need will not require you to beg, bend, shrink, or suffer. They will meet you, match you, value you. Respect your emotional reality. Show up when it counts. Take responsibility for their inner world. Choose growth when growth is needed. Protect the connection instead of threatening it. Offer clarity instead of confusion. Give steadiness instead of chaos. Love in a way that makes your nervous system exhale. These people exist. They are rare, but real. And you will recognize them the moment they arrive. They feel like honesty. They feel like ease. They feel like oxygen. Aida, don't settle for someone's potential. Choose someone's practice. You deserve the kind of love that does not require your suffering to sustain it. A friend on the road ahead.